So they have again shamelessly buffed Android 21 during the time of a release of a purple Ultra. They did this the first time she got Zenkai during UGB's release, who also countered blast cards with the gauge. So good on that. Now we have 13 who seals all the blast cards, as you can see, and a new purple Ultra release. So they decided to buff Android 21 again. They are genuinely shameless. I hate them for this. But first, here we are for Android 21, and if you're watching, please leave a like and subscribe. I always forget to ask early on, so yeah, let's just get that out of the way. The thing is, I'm running a proper Android Steam with Gammas and Android 21, a range-based Steam. You're gonna run into problems when you face 13, when you face 13 because of your blast card being sealed. First match is Future. Zamasu is again a very fun character kit-wise. Because he just says, oh, you want to ult me? No. You want to rush me? No. But thankfully, new red Zamasu, the red Zamasu LF, he gets cover null with the plat, which can bypass Zamasu's gauge because it is uncancelable. So you can just rush Zamasu or you can ult Zamasu. Same with Gammas. Gammas, when their key goes below 40, or I don't know what the exact number is. I think it is below 40. They get cover null via the plat equip, which is also again uncancelable, so you can bypass that and then just rush him. And then same goes for Android 21. I think she also gets cover null from the plat, right? So she can also just bypass it and rush it. But there's a big problem. The thing is, people are gonna run Zamasu with 13 who has revival. So even if you rush Zamasu, like even if you rush somebody, they don't have to go to Zamasu. They can just go to 13 and live, right? There might be some people that might forget that and get their unit killed, but it's not a guaranteed way to kill Zamasu. So that's a big problem. It all sounds nice on paper, the uncancelable cover null and everything, but they are gonna run with. They might also run like Ultra full power Frieza, who also is a safety character. So we're gonna run into that issues. 21 can cancel buff effects and can cover rescue. So if somebody rushes you, she can just switch back in and save you. But there's one problem again. Her teams don't really have the best subcount manipulation, as in when she is not on the field, it's difficult to reduce subcounts to get her back in. So you have to make sure that she is always available for that situation. Also, she only does it for rising rushes, not ults, which I think is good. Otherwise, people would just waste it via using their ultimate. So at least that's good. I don't need it for the ult. I just need to make sure that people can't rush me. So far, I don't know what has happened in the match. I was just on a whole monologue about everything. Now let's actually focus on the game. As you can see, bro, my blast cards, I was so annoyed the whole time. I genuinely despise them for doing this with Android 21. They always buffer at the wrong time. By the way, a blue card and a blast killed him pretty easily. But it is early season, so you have to keep that in mind as well. Okay, my gauge is level 2, so I have not really filled up his gauge that much. I just decided to rush. Get one unit gone makes my life easier instead of comboing, because Zamasu exists. Although I could have comboed, went to Gammas and then just rush them, but I think Gammas also get cover null on entry via plat equip. Let me just check, because even coming from the switch out, just on entering, I think I can just rush characters. I think it's on the new plat. Yeah, nullify cover change for 3 counts. It's on the new plat, so they can also just enter and do the rush. He forfeited. Okay, all right. We didn't really get to see 21 that much. This one is red, yellow. Everybody's favorite Namekoku and Vegeta. Generally, I want this Vegeta going as well. I really hate his mechanic of switching in, getting free damage for no reason. I'd generally rather have a character that makes me not be able to switch out, like Broly or UI, even though that's also very toxic and I also don't want to face that. but I'd rather that over this. Whatever this Vegeta has, I'd rather the UI mechanic, the Broly mechanic over this. I think she reduces 50 ki, but I don't know how much it makes a difference, because let me tell you, if my opponent reduces even like 10 ki, my ability to combo goes away somehow. But I reduce 50 ki and they can still combo forever. So I don't know how that works, but that works somehow. I think I go to Camel, right? Yeah. Of course, I have to be screwed over by the green card. I would have just basically, if it was a blast or a strike, I would have just comboed. But I had to draw a green card there, right? Obviously, because it's me. Reduce 50 ki. As you can see, reduce 50 ki does nothing. Literally did nothing. What was the point? Explain. And then lock in blue cards. 13 can save you from rushes after getting locked in, but Goku doesn't need the rush. That's the thing. Also, 21 is getting another Zenkai buff from the bench. I kid you not, I was swiping, my swipe did not register during that. This is a pre-recorded video. I remember very well, I was very upset when my swipe did not register. Look at this. What is this stupid mechanic? Why does this exist? Why does this exist? I'll give 21 one thing. She is not built offensive, like defensively at all. She has like full offense equips. But as I said, she has another Zenkai buff and she is tanking quite well. That Vegeta does a lot of damage and she is tanking quite well. Destroy Dragon Balls with the green card so that he can't rush. I think I go to Gammas. I would generally use, I should have maybe just tried to use 21 more because it's her video, but I'm trying to play the match how I would play normally, is by building up Gammas, because their core breaker is more important than doing some damage with her 21. These numbers, man, so confusing to speak. I think my next video will be on Zamasu, or red one. I did not pull the purple one, obviously. It's an ultra. I was not gonna, get him in 3k CC. So we'll see. I'll keep summoning till the banner goes away, because his kit, I've decided to get characters that are gonna carry me a bit. As in, like I had Ultra Frieza, right? Just summon on one of those guys that can help me play PvP so that I am not losing every match. And then rest, just summon on the characters I want, and generally just skip the characters I have no interest in. Like Zamasu's kit, I know it's gonna help me in PvP, where I can then run a lot of not that great units alongside him and make them work. So I need Zamasu. So I'm gonna just try my best to summon as much as I can, and hopefully I get him. If not, if I'm being honest, I do not really care about Zamasu as a character. It's his kit, his abilities is which makes me want to summon. Also, yeah, nice Rising Rush. Thank you, 21. 1.5 million damage on the blue card. I'd say it's quite decent against new Ultra. Pretty high start as well. I should have maybe just rushed him here instead of trying to combo. But I guess I wanted to build up Gammas. Yeah, just build them up. Okay, I decided to, I guess, go for the rush. He has, what's it called? KO guard, the cheating mechanic. If that cheating mechanic, doesn't matter. You can just guess my rush, obviously, and get away with it, right? You run Namek Goku and then you guess my every video I face Namek Goku. There's one match where they will guess my rush and I will say these exact same lines. You use Namek Goku first and then you have the balls to like guess my rush. You dare guess my rush as well on top of it. And then just lock and rush. No, not rush. Overdrive attack. I got success thankfully and 21 survived. I don't think I would have survived if I got 2 failures. Yeah, failures is the word. That is also what I use to describe developers of this game, because that's what they are. Very big failures on this planet. Alright, I think that should be enough to build up the core breaker. Okay. I think my Gammas are also built fully offensively. Only 13 is built like full defense. And I genuinely don't understand 13. My 13 is now red 1. I got another copy. Like I've pulled 3 total, right? So he's red 1. I've used 400 Z power. I do not understand why Android 13 on boost, Zenkai buffed, full defense build, 3 defense equips, pure defense equips, can't tank. And this doesn't make sense. I don't know how it works. He just cannot tank. It makes no sense. That's one thing I'm just trying to figure out. Why does 13 not tank? His rush was used quite early, or like early in the match, where he wasted it, where I saved with 21. So at this point he might have a rush. I'm just trying to stop his combo. I reduced his ki. I guess that did make a difference where he had to use his main ability. Go to Gammas because they're also very bulky. And they will be neutral as well. So might as well go there and live. Yeah, bro. They did very well in terms of tanking there. I was using the blue card, as you can see, which got sealed. Bro, I'm so... How does this happen to me every time? Like, what did I do wrong? I got screwed over by RNG. That's it. That's all that happened. I got screwed over by RNG. And even earlier, as I told you, where I drew the like green card instead of a blaster strike there, which I could use to combo. Again, nice mechanic. My Gammas will use the core breaker. Just remember, my Rising Rush was guessed. Just remember that. And 21 was actually doing a lot of damage to his Kaioken. I was going to 21 to use the green card, but I'm not allowed. Again, I was genuinely clicking that blast card that got sealed. I know it happens, the card you're trying to click gets sealed, but it's like, what else am I supposed to do? I lose by 9 million damage, but yeah, I don't know. If I would have killed him there, he would have not been that secure. You know, things go different. I'm not saying I would have done 9 million on the rush. Obviously not. But things go very different, you know, if certain things do happen. So it is what it is. It is here because I did get to use the save bit 21, which is her main, you know, objective. So I did get that. That's why this match was in the video. This is PO team, I assume. Okay, 21. Good damage. Yeah, bro. I see people when they go to Android 13. I mean, I guessed. To be fair, I had 2 blue cards. Obviously, RNG again screwing me over. If I had another cards, I would have been able to combo, fill up my gauge, go to another unit, and you know how it works, right? But this is me. So nothing can be done. I thought he would just instantly attack with Cooler. I have no choice. Remember, my core breaker on maxed out Gammas did not kill Vegeta. Ultra Vegeta. My now fully built, defensively built up 13 just dies. Good, right? Red 113. I don't know what to do. He's like even art boosted, not that art boost makes a difference, but he's fully art boosted, triple. Yeah. Again, I've got the chance to moan about this change again. Why did they make it so that when you back up, you lose your vanish? I will complain about this till I die. This change was so unnecessary and so stupid for them to do. Because this doesn't make some dumb fucks will tell me that this is because you play passive, that's why you didn't want the change, but that's sure. So I did not know she did not have blast armor. I was like, okay, I caught him there. Bo is gonna get cooled, I'm gonna ult him, and then she did not blast armor because she does not have blast armor. And I was just clicking a card. I think I'm just trying to make sure that now my plan here is to make sure my 21 is just always available to me so he can't rush. Although I did do this where I risked her dying. Okay, I guess the plan of making sure that 21 is available was decided to be enabled later, not right now. Destroy Dragon Ball, just prolong his rush. And now at this point 13 can start healing my team from switch in switch outs constantly. There's no point going to 21 because my blast will be sealed. Again, perfect time to buffer. Thank you devs, will forever be in your debt. I think attack switch out. Thankfully I draw a blast card, strike I mean. As you can see, I'm just making sure that my 21 is available. I'm taking some damage so my 13 does not die. Now I go there, seal his blast card so he can't combo that much. The other two units are not gonna do damage to my 13 now after transformation especially. So I am chilling. I genuinely am tired of random drop combos. He's gonna heal my Gammas are gonna heal themselves again, and then I'm gonna attack switch out and heal again. So nice healing Gammas. My reactions are a bit slow. Go here, type disadvantage, blast card sealed. Yeah, I switched here because I did not want to risk getting comboed. To the Core Breaker, destroys Dragon Ball so he can't rush me again. I am just making sure he can't rush me. That's the whole premise here. Just make sure he can't rush me and build up my rush and rush his purple cooler to get damage. There you go. I have my rising rush. I think I go to Gammas, right? Yeah. I was like, bro, I'm rushing him here. This is the weakest point of cooler where you can get free damage on him if you rush him. So I was like, bro, I'll rush him. I'll get free damage. Or so I thought, because my rush is gonna get guessed again. Well, yeah. I don't know what else to do. Again, my 21 is there. You can't rush me. Try your best. My 13 is also healed up quite a bit now. You can see my Gammas were so low HP. My even 21 was at low HP. And so were my, I guess all three of them were low HP. And yeah, get to use the save again. That's one disadvantage of this team. You have a lot of blast cards instead of strikes. So why am I not going to Gamma? Yeah, I go to Gammas, get the Core Breaker damage on. Get the Core Breaker damage done. There you go, buddy. This is gonna nuke your team. Yeah, free 4.5 million damage. I don't know if that's the whole damage combined from the rest of the characters as well, or is it just on cooler? I don't know. He can't rush me anymore. My characters are at very high HP. There goes your second life, and more free damage from Gammas. That's where cooler starts to make your team kind of it becomes a very big negative on your team, where you will just get to do free damage. I wanted to use that blue card, but Cell seals it once his endurance is progged. The match is over. And to nobody's shock, I will lose this match. Guess why? Because he guessed my Rising Rush. It is in here because this match is in here because I also got to use 21's cover rescue, and I should have won that game. If my rush just lands, I do 3 million more damage there. I would have easily won the game, but yeah. This is what the game wants to do. This is what they want to do. This is the last match. And if you're again watched this far, please leave a like and subscribe. This is Future with Goku Black, yellow one, who should have gotten the plat for some. I don't know why they buffed Red Zamasu before him. It makes no sense. Next, they're gonna buff these Gohan and Trunks before yellow Goku Black. That poor guy is gonna stay there forever. it's very similar to how, you know, the yellow Saiyan Saga Gohan is still here. No Zenkai, even though he's such an old unit. Still does not have a Zenkai. It's just like, why do characters still don't have Zenkais? I think I just rush him. Yeah, I do not care. Because his team is not that good, so I am just like, I'll rush him and I'll try to build up to a second wash. By the way, when it comes to 21, if you want to use her, I guess you can use her for fun, but I don't know how she's gonna look in higher ranks. I don't think that this team is gonna work at higher ranks. Gammas, 21. I mean, if you are very good at the game, like genuinely good, like because there are people who are actually good at the game, you can make this team work, obviously. But if you are not, then I don't think this team's gonna survive Zamasu, Namekoku, Vegeta, all of those kind of teams that you're gonna face more often later in the season. So yeah, but 21 on herself, the role she has, again, Dugot posted a tweet recently where he said, without the ultras, everything else in the game has been done really well. Every Zenkai, every plat, everything has been done to such a good level where it's like they are not that toxic, but they're also not shit. Like it has genuinely been very good besides the ultras, and that is where the game gets ruined because ultras actually just destroy everything. But other than that, everything is like 21. If you see in isolation, let's say there is no ultra in the game, just see 21 and compare her with other LFs, other 1% characters, other Zenkais. 21 is gonna put in work. It's just because ultras exist, all of these characters just kind of fall apart. Like you can see, because Zamasu is an ultra, he's good, right? If he was an LF, he wouldn't be making that much difference. He just wouldn't. So yeah, I told you earlier, my opponent is not that good. I don't care. I'm just using every ability, just doing damage. My opponent, as in like my opponent's team. I don't know about my opponent right now. I don't remember. These matches were recorded in the afternoon. I'm doing the voiceover at night, and you're gonna see the video in the morning. So it is generally very annoying with 21. Like if you can match her up with instead of Gammas, what can you use instead of Gammas? Because 21 is not movies, and on androids, like if you have a high star, even the high star Cell, like nobody's gonna tank on your team then, because Cell can't tank. 13, as I said, okay, goodbye Rose. 13, as I said earlier, he can't tank that well either, for some reason. I don't know why. 21 can tank, but then the thing is you lose like 21 does not have disrupts. Cell cannot tank at all. Even if he has that half HP disrupt, he can't tank at all. And even 13 has like blast card ceiling, and then he can tank somewhat, but you need a tank. But then if you have a tank, you have to rely on 21 to be your main damage dealer, which is also not a good idea. So it's tough. So I don't really know what you can do with 21. I feel like if 21 had an ultra alongside her, she would be cooking. I already, okay, Code Breaker this early in the match. All right, Zamasu, goodbye. If 21 like had an ultra, 21 a strong Android ultra, and then 13, she would have genuinely been a menace because you can't rush her. You know, she would have genuinely been a menace. But sadly, they don't have. I mean, you can with the things I said earlier about Zamasu, right? You can have characters that have uncancelable cover null, just like 21 also has. Gammas have, like all of Red Zamasu has. You know, these characters. That is a weakness, but still, you saw last match how I was able to just make sure my opponent can't rush me, and even when he rushed me, just go to 13 because Gammas and 13 were doing such a good job of just surviving and sustaining. Yeah. Anyways, don't care, the video is over. I'll talk about this more in other videos, I guess. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.